Feeling stepped to wellness. I'm Dr. J.
I'm Mei, your trusted guide to whole person health
One step
and one bite
at a
at a
time.
time. All right, well, thank you very much for tuning in with us again. This is our most enjoyable, one of the most enjoyable time, which to share our stories, our guest story with our listeners. And so um, today, Dr. J, what are we going to talk about?
We are going to do a very, very quick review of what we have done in the last few months. We have
As
interviewed quite a few guests. We have done quite some community activities. So we're gonna go over that and discuss some special projects in detail. And finally, we'll give you some previews of what's coming up in the next few months.
All right. Well, okay, before we get into that, Dr. J, you sounds very calm. But
Yeah.
do you realize what day is today?
Today is August 15th.
That's the middle of August, which means the
Oh,
summer is almost
okay.
gone.
I thought you want to remind me that my son's over 30 years old, but yeah.
Well, he's fine. Eldon is in Taiwan, so he enjoy his exploration.
No, I mean
So
that I'm getting old. He's 30. Anyway,
no, you know what? You know what? Let's talk about this because this is the reason we are going to introduce the big conference next year about the age, right?
right. It's
Yeah.
longevity and most importantly, vitality.
So replace all the OLD with longevity and vitality.
That's a long substitute. Okay, let's go.
Okay, well, the summer has been it's kind of a slip away from our hands, and we have been feeling very emotionally hard to let go the summer. But in reality, it is a coming. The beautiful fall is coming. The next quarter is coming. Therefore, we want to have the take a break, take a breath to talk about what we have done in the past couple of weeks, not really too far out in the past, but basically during summertime, it's just in a blink. Those precious summer weeks are gone. So yeah, let's dive into the what before we dive into the special project we have done and still ongoing, going to close those projects very soon and welcoming a new project. But who were the guests we interviewed since the last time we did our review?
I think there are a few that jump up. Of course, Dr. Sood, Dr.
Mm.
Ami Sood,
Yeah.
very big on resilience, self-care. Um, always enjoy conversation with him.
And I remember one of the one of the his comment about um enjoying being yourself and to always practice the gratitude
Mhm.
and appreciate every moment that we have. So I think that is really big for me to resonate that it's okay that we are by ourselves sometime and to spend more time to love ourselves, remind ourselves, enjoy every single moment, to be more resilient and appreciate what we have done in the past.
Yes, I think that's a very important concept. Now, we always like to say we want to work with our friends, we have family, we have partners, but in reality is not only a lot of time we are alone, and there's no one single person who would stay with you for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
It's very rare that, um, and so and then another thing is you need to be able to get along with yourself. A lot of people they got into the emotional stress, emotional issues, because they just couldn't get along with themselves.
Right.
They may not realize that. Now, a
Mhm.
lot of forgiveness thing, a lot of,
Mhm.
I think Wayne Dyer, he talk
Mhm.
about the baggage of your
Mhm.
history, personal history. That's your baggage there. Now, you need to be able to throw it away because it stings.
Yeah, it's like cow
And
manure.
you, right, right.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you need to be able to get along with yourself,
Mhm.
and not
Mhm.
to mention, and then you enjoy being alone with yourself.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. And then, a lot of time you probably also encounter with your parent, with no, with your patient
Mhm.
about they feel guilty, they don't have the time to exercise, that they are not eating well, they are not in good shape because they didn't do good to themselves.
Right.
And we have to keep in mind we live in presence and let go of the past. Those are the learning curve for us. How do we pick up from here and to rejuvenate ourselves to have a new us? So it's never too late. We don't need to be perfect, but as long as we are able to do one step at a time and one bite of a good nutritious food for ourselves, it is a progress.
Yes. So check out his book. It takes you to tango.
Mhm.
It's a very good read, and will be a very nice way to learn to get along with yourself.
Mhm. And
Okay.
in the next one, do we talk about uh, Dr. Malin? That he's a teaching, he's a very, very brilliant physician.
Yes. Um, those topics came out actually was just during a casual dinner. And we're talking and talking. I'm just like, something very interesting. No, the lymphatic system. We always talk about the lymphatic system, clean
Mm-hmm.
up your brain, but I never thought about where that fluid came from until he
Mm-hmm.
mentioned it. The lymphatic system and how it will affect your brain, but your posture, your deep sleep like that. And
Mm-hmm.
because he is a vascular surgeon, he is able to dig into the detail of the the vascular cells, the vessel, the health of the vessel, the endothelial cell, how that how everything is going through the cells and how the destruction of the cells will trigger everything from the brain and to the swelling, as simple as swelling. A lot of time people say you have a minor surgery even on a toe, on a finger, or you have a small injury. Why the area is swollen and doesn't go back to normal? So it's a very simple thing that as simple as you have a high salt diet. Why you had a swollen fingers the next day, and how long you take for the swelling to go away. He is knowledgeable, very scientific. So
Mm-hmm.
we're very appreciative that he was able to come here to give us the presentation, and grateful that he's coming back next year to take it further up a notch, another presentation.
Right. Great job. And I think he did a fantastic job in using the very simple language, layman term to help patient and people like me who are not clinician to understand the um, the philosophy, I think the the reason behind that, and so we are able to remember that and be mindful about all very simple, healthy uh, tips that we can adapt to our health. So that's truly very helpful. I really enjoy the conversation with him. He's a great teacher.
Right, right, and then I think another one we wanna mention is Karen Hansen,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
come the home instead
Mm-hmm.
senior care,
Mm-hmm.
and the reason she's very important is because she is very big in the community. She has
Mm-hmm.
all the connections throughout the community, just a grassroots. She's
Mm-hmm.
everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it really connected to us because we also do a lot of community projects,
Mm-hmm.
community services, and that will be the one we'll discuss later on when we
Mm-hmm.
um, discuss details of our current projects. Let's carry.
Yeah, and because Karen is such a great community wellness advocate, so we actually have several speakers lined up. Those speakers are from local um, great health advocate leaders to share more of their projects and their contribution to the community wellness with our audience. So I'm so excited about that. So that's
So,
what we're going to do.
so why don't we talk about the community engagement?
Sure. Why don't you start since you raise it up?
Oh boy. Okay, keep my mouth shut next time. Um, we have the monthly presentation at 125 Live. The 125 Live in Rochester basically used to be called the Senior Center. So it is for the mature community members to go there to have all sort of activities from education to exercise, swimming, everything like that. And just
Mm-hmm.
even for there, just for coffee. And
Mm-hmm.
we have a monthly presentation over there. And we just finished the talk on skin health.
Mm-hmm.
How the because it's the summer. In Minnesota, summer is very short, and we are very sensitive to be in Minnesota. So we want to
Mm-hmm.
make sure we have a very good skin care to prevent skin cancer or just to have a healthy aging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we have also talked about arthritis,
Mm-hmm.
cognitive health, diabetes, and foot care, heart and health, brain health, all of that. Um,
And gut
um,
health.
yes, gut health. And the way we do it is we only once a month. We do have some basic audience,
Mm-hmm.
but every time we want to make sure there are some basic information I repeat or you repeat every time in terms of presentation, education wise, or cooking. There's always the
Mm-hmm.
same theme over there. The lifestyle medicine, six pillars.
Right.
We wanna manage our insulin resistance because
Mm-hmm.
it relates to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, we'll talk about diabetes, we brain health, we talk about heart, it all related to the insulin resistance, and that is a theme we wanna relate to our audience every month.
So I want to emphasize that the way how we format this 1 hour of the health talk and cooking demo is we normally lay out the topics of the month like by a quarterly basis, and then we see the needs, interest from the audience, and we kind of tweak to meet their needs.
Right.
So I found out that it's truly very uh, fun to incorporate the healthy food ingredient and the recipe into your talk.
Mm,
So we can help people understand eating more of the uh, several healthy ingredient because we promote the whole food plant-based nutrition. So it's very sustainable. And sometimes they are so surprised that just a very simple cooking tip can bring, for example, the kale tastes so different and people start liking the vegetable. They don't think they want to try that again. So that's a very rewarding part.
mm,
So over a year of the show right there, we have created a group of fans want to come back every month because they know they get to taste some great food and also have a great health tip from you. I also want to acknowledge our volunteer team like
mm,
Lisa Roy, Hui Wan, also Donna, to help us as much as they can at every single session right there. And we kind of create a fun. Recently, I also found that their staff also had been very accommodating. And in the past couple times, we were given the surprise last minute secret ingredient donation. And that was kind of fun to incorporate that at very last minute and be able to share with the participant. So, we again that we kind of um, show the audience how uh, flexible we are, and basically we are doing the everyday cooking skill. It's not very complicated. We don't need to be chef, right? So
Right.
that's what it bring me the joy, and very uh, every time I just want to contribute more. Then I just love the fans.
Yeah, when you mention the volunteers, we will have to bring up another activity that we rely on a lot of volunteers. That will be
Mm.
the monthly cooking at the Ronald McDonald House.
Yes. So you want to talk about that?
I don't cook.
So the Ronald McDonald House, it started with our thinking of, why don't we put the good practice into the test? Means that a lot of people have been wondering, how do I make the whole food plant-based cooking simple and adaptable? So starting from last year, November, then we started with a very small group of the volunteers, and we went back every month and create some theme of that month. And so we have rolled out so many dishes. This coming cooking assignment is scheduled for this coming Sunday on August 17. And guess what? We have reached the max of 12 volunteer requirement. So we cannot add any more people. And 6 of the volunteers signed up are from Mayo Clinic PNR physicians. So we are so excited, and hopefully that they can come up with another group to start another healthy eating cooking for the Ronald McDonald House.
Right. PMNR stands for Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation. That is the best specialty among everything.
Mhm.
Not to mention that I'm a PMNR alumni too. So just
Okay, that count. Yes.
okay. So we'll also bring this talk and cooking demo to a smaller scale to the KTTC Midwest Access
Mhm, mhm,
TV show.
mhm. Yeah. So I think, we really we really value the relationship with the KDDC, allow us to spread the word of health in order to promote this in a bigger scale. So as you know, the Midwest Access host uh,
Jesse.
Jesse Allison, and also the other staff team. They are just wonderful. So you always have your 4 minutes of a health talk, followed with 4 minutes of the healthy cooking demo. So, for example, in July, when my little brother visit us, and I was able to invite my brother James and also our son Eldon to showcase their favorite dish in summer. So that kind of a way to inspire the whole family involvement in healthy cooking at their kitchen.
Yes. That was a very fun one. Okay, so now let's talk about the other community projects. It is really the project that I'm going in. The first one is the Freedom Works workshops.
Mm, mm, mhm,
So there is a one um, similar to the next chapter in Rochester.
mhm,
They are helping people to re-enter the society after some time of the society.
mhm,
And our partner is also teaching them the computer skill, and we are there to help them with lifestyle medicine
mhm,
and food as medicine,
mhm,
nutrition education.
mhm, mhm. So beside our Saturday, every Saturday uh, involvement, we travel from Rochester to uh, their their site, which is located in Minneapolis. We
Hmm.
we brought a lot of foods dishes with a different theme again. And also, we received some support from some health advocate in Minneapolis, such as Steve, and
Thompson.
also Thompson, yes, and also Celeste, who is the instructor at a local nursing program, and Mary Larson, who also is our board member at Lotus House Foundation. Um, the big diff the most rewarding part for for me in this project so far, we have been there for 8 weeks. We have seen some people adopt more plant-based eating, and they start losing their weight. They feel much happier, their skin glow. And we also had some participants, they are the great huggers. They welcome us. The entire atmosphere actually is, just like family.
Mm.
And then other people who stay at the same floor, like I would call them as a roommate, they saw the difference. They asked more information. They asked more food left over to share with them. Um, Smoothie. Every week we went there to make them a green smoothie with a lot of leafy green harvested from our community garden. So it is it is a game changer for them. It is a game changer for us as well.
Right, right. That is a very rewarding project. Another rewarding project, presumably it will be very rewarding project we just started. It's called Diabetes Undone.
Mhm, mhm. And we partner with our community partner, Seventh-day Adventist Church. The project leader at the church is Art and Carla Meyer. So this is an 8-week lifestyle medicine education program. Uh, w- with Rochester Clinic and Lotus Health Foundations involved, we are able to help with the two very extensive blood draw before and after the program. So we will see the difference.
Hmm.
Beside allowing people to have the opportunity make some healthy lifestyle changes, we already see very, very great response. We also send a big thanks to Abbott, which is they offer the CGM to our participants, so which is a continued glucose monitor, Libre 3 Plus. So the participant can monitor what they eat, how they move, will affect their glucose fluctuation.
Right, right. Because through this program, the blood sugar could drop dramatically. So
Mm-hmm.
for people with diabetes, this is a very good device to prevent hypoglycemia. But
Mm-hmm.
for other participants, because some of the participants do not have diabetes, but
Mm-hmm.
this program can really reduce the insulin resistance, as we mentioned earlier. And that will be a good way for the people to look at their blood sugar, how they change the blood sugar during their diet, their exercise, something like that, even stress. So
Actually,
for
I
the
want to
diabetes.
point out I want to point out that there are already some participants, they uncover from their blood work and say, well, I do not know I have this health concern. So
Mm,
it's a great thing. Yeah, it's a
right,
great thing.
right. Those blood tests and the value, that will be the one presentation by itself. Uh,
Yeah.
for the
Okay.
so-called normal range. Okay,
What's the next?
okay. Let's move on to the presentation we just finished a couple of weeks ago at the Minnesota School Nutrition Association annual
Mhm,
conference right
mhm.
here in Rochester. And
Yeah, Mayo Civic Center.
man had a huge presentation audience right there
Oh
to
my.
see your
Well,
cooking.
well, I didn't expect such a big crowd, especially the first day of a conference. The end of the session, the end of the day from 4 to 5 o'clock, I thought, well, I probably would expect 20 people the most. But while we were preparing for all the food demo ingredients, and I found people keep coming back. And then when 1 minute till 4 o'clock, I was thinking about, oh boy, it's more than 100 people because people start sitting at the floor. And thank you very much, Dr. J, helping me to record the session and be my tech support and also handle the Q&A. So that's a huge help. So what is the takeaway for you from that particular session?
Um, People realize, even especially them, most of them, a lot of them are chefs, dietitians working with the children. They understand, they started to realize the importance of plant-based diet, not heavy on the processed meat, not only meat, but processed meat, because school has a lot of bacon, sausage, all those processed meat. And they started to understand that, and they want to learn how to integrate to the menu so the kids will eat, and the staff and teachers will eat too. So
Yeah, I think that's the reason I kind of incorporate this with, like, start with your family, start with your own children, maybe start with your own grandkids. How do you make the healthy breakfast from from a breakfast, and how do you extend some ingredient to your lunch, and how do you incorporate that even to your dinner, so you can make all the ingredients prepare, but you can mix the ingredients and then turn into the different dishes. So I think the participation was a pretty big, and people really enjoy that, and we receive a lot of great response from your help in answering many important questions, and they were great questions.
yes. So my presentation, I started my presentation with an article that was just published 3 weeks ago on JAMA, and that was pediatric obesity. It wasn't just pediatric obesity. It wasn't just pediatric severe obesity. It's called extremely severe obesity. So, and look at the data in the last 20 years, and the prevalence increased by almost fourfold. And that's how I started out, that if this is not a warning sign, a wake up call for us, I don't know when it will be. And that's how I got into why a plant-based nutrition will really help us to reduce an overweight issue, a diabetes issue, and prevent the long-term health effect from the childhood obesity. And that's the MSNA project. MSNA project, yes.
Yeah, I received a pretty good response from the audience, and they learn a lot. Sometimes the information you share actually resonate the audience themselves because they want to be well in order to bring the tips to the school as well. Okay.
Right.
So what's
So extending from the diabetes and down and the school nutrition presentations, we actually just received a grant from the Minnesota Department of Health. That's CDC grant through the state, and the project is Healthy Brain project.
Healthy
And
brain community? Yeah.
yes, so we are going to focus on brain health, but again, no, it is the same principle. The same nutrition is good for the brain, it's good for the heart, it's good for the diabetes, good for your arteries, everything. And so that would be the same principle we're going to roll out. And as part of this project, we work with the SDA Church again to help a healthy brain conference free to the community in October.
Right. Okay, well, and then the continue. Oh, and there's a one new initiative is that we start out this year, and it's called That's Beat Breast Cancer Rally, and we will host that at a 125 Live on October 10th. And thanks and shout out to the generous space contributed by 125 Live allow us to conduct this very meaningful event. And so right here, we want to bring the audience attention. Please spread the word, reach out to us because so many people and their families were affected by the breast cancer. And
Mm.
even though even though any cancer type it is not related to breast cancer, the information education is still very relevant to all kinds of cancer prevention or people are on the cancer recovery journey.
Right. Especially people usually say, oh, cancer is genetic. But if you look at the prevalence, it's maybe 3, no more than to 7, depends on which cancer you're talking about most of the time. So like breast cancer, majority of cases are not genetic. Same as I shared during my presentation about obesity. It's vast majority is not genetic. So that's all lifestyle related. We can reduce, prevent those through lifestyle, especially as simple as what we eat every day.
Right. Okay. Ooh, and then actually in November that we also are going to participate the first uh, wellness conference will be hosted at Winona State University in Winona. And so we have a more information to offer and we will post that on our website as well. But don't forget to mention that we have something coming up. Very excited.
Yes, our first beautiful ebooks. They will have
Yes.
multiple healthy recipes, produce prescription. I share part of my produce prescription pad, what to eat for different anti-inflammatory, different conditions like that. And they'll be available very soon.
Yes, very well soon. So stay tuned. We won't announce when the ebook is available because you definitely don't want to miss it.
Mhm.
Um, I think we cover most of it. If not, we still can catch up in our next episode.
Absolutely.
Whew, great work, Dr. J. I think
Thank you, May.
I think you did a great job sharing your knowledge. And as you mentioned, when we are treating the root cause, a lot of the things will be taken care of if we take care of our foundation through all the 6 health pillars.
But you cannot promote food as medicine, produce prescription without good cooking.
I I
If
accept that. Yes, thank you.
so, you people cannot eat it, try it, taste it. They're
Yeah,
not going to buy it at home. They're not going to do it at home.
that's true.
And they would
That's true.
not. So regardless how good the prescription is,
Yeah.
you need to have a delivery system,
Yeah.
how you
We,
deliver the
yep.
medication. So
So we need
that
to put
is
that
the
into the
cookie from
test.
May.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us on Healing Step to Wellness.
So yeah, this is a May.
Dr. J, and we're guiding you toward whole person health, one step.
And one bite at a time. We will
Yeah.
see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.